I think I prefer the wild planets to this city. At least there, the predators are easier to spot.
Captain! Over here! The workup's in the cabinet's hands. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming. So, in the interest of full disclosure, my relationship with the UC, it's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon. One-time fleet admiral, they called him Ve Victus. The program I was a part of secure the leadership of the... He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. The man I was cloned from, my Freestar Collective, and UC. Military. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be... I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved... You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? Or if you've got any... No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us... That's actually a souvenir from my time. The Red Devils unit I was a part of. They were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deep... The dust at those depths, it became an unwritten rite of passage that the Devils were always talked about in such... And the eyes were... Then I guess it's just a map.
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will... Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the Perhaps you could summarize for the cabinet what it... That is something to consider.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened, they've been happening for to demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're well... I would also ask, how many deaths the cabinet requires to act? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks...
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince... I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all...
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack...
So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been...
Whatever risks exist, they are outweighed by this imminent threat.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
Very well. I consent.
You and I are in agreement, Chief. So if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full back. What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
No.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. The nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. It'll take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
Stop! That's it.
Trying to help
Hit him with everything you... God.
Once again, we triumph.
Thank you for the way those people were acting.
I don't know. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train, but some of the other officers died.
Pheromonic project. Some terramorphs, it affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control. You kill the morph, you break the hold. Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked. Please.
Quiet.
Evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
There! Shoot it! Shoot it! You might back up. Don't just stand there.
Wait, officer? The remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before, huh? Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Heard you might be looking for some...
You two have any experience?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight.
We're not UC security. You don't need to... Your call. We're...
you have coming.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place. Certainly doesn't feel like it. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Thank you, gentlemen. Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me, as soon as we've got the data in hand. Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and someone who knows. The cabinet wants you. We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast. So, I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, Deputy McIntyre and you should be able to find her in her. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colony.
You've got the cabinet full backing to prevent more attacks. Understand?
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer.
Have you seen these orders? A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. I heard you were instrumental in... I was also informed that you gave quite the Chief Yassine wants you to know we're going to do everything in our... And that means first getting you into the archives. So, access to the archives is on UC, Freestar Collective. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. Get them both and you'll... Both ambassadors have reason. Now, I'll provide guidance. And I do mean cooperate, though that doesn't. But it does mean we need to get you up to speed. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Rag? The good...
It sounds...
Now, officially, our office... Use your experience, and who knows? Maybe that'll work, but my system... Certainly. See, good... You see intelligence, but getting caught trespassing. So, if you are going to try... Now, we recover, but there's also a All right, and take these. Go ahead. Captain, Ambassador Balmore, when the rest of House... He's... though claiming to know. It does. We're not 100 by his public... Scans, your task is... I have no doubt. Now, the embassy... Here. And fair warning. Now, if I'd suggest... Be smart out there.